Hello, and welcome to this video. My name's Tim Harrison. Channel name obviously is Tim Harrison Outdoors. You watch some of my wildlife videos, you'll see I like spending a lot of time in the woods. Here, about a year and a half ago, I met this old gentleman that's been into mountain man and long hunter rendezvous life as it would have been in between 1815 to 1840, back during the fur trade, when mountain men were out collecting up beavers for the fur trade. So I kind of enjoyed history all my life. So I started getting into it. I had some books from a long time ago that I started reading, and well, I just fell in love with the lifestyle. I've got a period correct tent, cookware. I've been to a few rendezvous now, and it's a lot of fun. You meet some really great people. These people that I've met thus far, you would think that you've known them all your life. But anyway, the one thing that I think was holding me back is I had this Thompson Center 50 cal percussion. And even though I have read that maybe one or two or maybe a couple, who knows, actually made it out west, a percussion cap, they wasn't around in 1815. I think it was somewhere in 1830, maybe between 30 and 35 when they started coming on. So even though this is a good shooting rifle, I wanted to get into a flintlock. And I've spent probably the last 6 or 7 months looking at professional muzzleloader builders. Even talked to one. It can be quite a long wait period before you can get your hands on one. And many years ago, probably 30 years ago, I put together an old CVA 45 cal percussion pistol kit. And I said, you know, instead of waiting a year or 2 years before I can get my hand on a rifle, why don't you just do it yourself? And so that's what I decided to do. With a little help, I come across a channel, David Pritchard Outdoors, and he's got a real good channel. I highly recommend if you enjoy shooting and fishing and that type stuff, to go check his channel out. It's really good. I've watched some of his videos 4 and 5 times. As a matter of fact, his last video he put up was just, it was epic. I really enjoyed it. But anyway, I want to set this one aside. And what I've done is I ordered a Jim Kibler Woods Runner kit. And that's this rifle right here. When I received it, it was very well packed. It was in a wooden crate. No issues at all. One of the first steps obviously was to fit all the parts to the wood. For the most part, everything just fell in. I had a little bit of sanding to do on the nose cap. The trigger was a little bit tricky. It probably took me about 5 minutes to finally find the trigger hole to get the bar stock through. But other than that, everything's been pretty easy. Everything pretty much lines up real well. And I'm at the point now where I'm going to do some sanding before I take these parts out. As much sanding as I can. I've got a little bit of filing on the barrel. I can see some machine marks. And once I get everything done with the gun as it sits right now, I'm going to take it completely apart. And I'm waiting on some stains to come in and figure out exactly what color I'm going to stain it and then oil it. So this ain't a build, won't be a build video. I'm just kind of documenting for myself, so if I make a mistake that I see later on, which I hope I don't, then maybe I can go back and figure out what it was that I did wrong. So if I do this again, which I probably will, with a different kit, then I'll know where I messed up at. The thing that's taken me the longest is to get this ramrod sanded down. I finally got it sanded down, and I did just a little bit of filing right there where you can grab that with your finger, make it a little bit easier to get out. But I probably got an hour into this, and nothing else on this kit thus far has taken me an hour. I'm sure it's going to take longer for the sanding, then take everything apart. As I take the pins out, I'm going to tape everything to cardboard, so I know this pin goes here and this one goes here, etc. The screws are kind of self-explanatory, but thus far I'm really happy with it. I mean, that's one beefy lock there, and the screws, man, the screws line up good. So I'm really looking forward to taking this rifle out and shooting it. But that's all for now. If you watch this video, thank you for watching, and I highly recommend, if you want to put a kit together, if you go to Jim Kibler's Long Rifles, he's got outstanding videos on there, the whole process. It's a very good channel. I've watched all of his videos thus far probably 5 or 6 times. I've gone to David Pritchard Outdoors website. I've watched his. He'll tell you he wasn't doing a build video, and I'm just basically doing the same thing that he did. I just want to document my progress and how long it actually takes me to put this thing together. And with any luck, this thing will look nice. And I have no doubt, once I'm done, it's going to shoot good. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Well, back out in the shop again, doing a little bit of filing. It's been so doggone hot here the last day, the 4th day. Kind of miserable to do anything outside. So I figured I'd do a little bit of, see if I can't get these machine marks out of here, off this barrel. I guess they wasn't as bad as I thought they were. That's about as smooth as they can be. Just taking my time with this step. I'm sure you hear some roosters in the background. That's why I'm not doing this outside besides the heat. All you hear is chickens and turkeys gobbling. Every time I talk outside, my turkeys try to answer me for some reason. I haven't figured out what they're trying to tell me. Probably don't put them in a pot. Get done with the top of this barrel, I'm going to do some sanding on the stock, and then she's coming apart. I've got some stains ordered, 3 different stains. We'll see which one I like the best. Tell you what, this kit went together a whole lot easier than that 45 CVA flintlock pistol kit I got years ago. I was back in the Navy in them days, and I bought that kit, took some leave, and come up here to Tennessee to visit my dad, and I wanted to shoot it. So I got it put together, but man, the woodwork was atrocious on that doggone thing. But got it together. Me and the son shot it quite a few times. It's a pretty accurate pistol. I didn't do a good job on the, I didn't do a good job staining the wood, but, well, like I say, I was kind of pressed for time putting it together if I wanted to shoot it. That's what we did. We got it together and we shot it. And it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. After 28 years in the Navy, I don't have to be in a hurry for anything anymore. Unless my wife calls me. I got to get moving then. Got a little spot right there. And that got it. Should look good. Thought I had some steel wool around. If I do, I can't find it. Next time I go to a store, I need to see if I can't get me some steel wool. Used to spend my time, I really got into collecting surplus military rifles. I spent a lot of time taking those things apart, fixing in some cases, of course reloading. I really enjoy reloading. Come out here and put some music on or listen to the chickens. I have to go back and touch the spots up around the front and rear sight after I take the sights back out. Well, I think that is about it on the top of this barrel. That's about as smooth as it can be, I think. Maybe when I get it out in the sunlight, I might see something I don't like. I'm going to call this one good. That side. See on the sides of the barrel there, I can feel the ridges, but I'm not going to take a chance of hitting that wood with the barrel in the slot. So that's going to wait. So now, I guess the next thing that I'm going to do is do some sanding on the wood. And then we'll go from there. Try to follow the contours of the stock. I want to follow the grain of the wood. Really amazing to me how on a CNC machine, if you can get to the point where a stock that would have taken you many hours to make, I guess now they make them in, I don't know, about an hour or so. But the fit's just amazing to me. Place. I've got a small vise up here in the called the workshop, my cabin. Really my reloading house, but I think I'm gonna get a little bit smaller vise and get it hooked up in here, other than the one that I have over there. Be a little bit more stable. Have to figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, once I get the pipes out, I can sand down in the groove for the ramrod. It's a lot easier. I might have to cut this piece of dowel a little bit more to get down in there. Even though that's a place you're not going to see unless the ramrod's out. You may not see it. You'll know it's there. I don't like that. I'm going to do something. Try to do it right. see, at least in this light, there's very minimal machining marks on this stock. Of course, I might take it outside and out there in Hades and figure out that the light here ain't no good. I can't see it very much. I did around the buttstock. Really see the machine marks on the barrel on this side here. Take me another look at the top. On the top, I'll tell you, it looks pretty good. It's at the end of it here. Just in front of the sight. I'm going to leave that till I take these sights back up. Like having a pretty piece of wood in your hand. Well, back out here in the shop again. Wanted to show you the progress that I've made thus far. I got one coat of oil on this after staining it, and I actually stained this 3 times. The first stain that I used was this antique American walnut stain. I cut it down to about 50-50, stained it, let it dry, and then I come back with Kibler's long rifle iron nitrate, and I put 2 coats of that on there. Put 1 coat on there, you let it dry, took a heat gun, heated it up, got the color that I wanted, and then put a 2nd coat on there with the same process. And I've got 1 coat of oil on here, and I'm getting ready to put another coat, but I really got the look that I wanted out of this. If you can see the lines and the stop, and I've got it darker up here where with use you would expect it to be darker, but I am really happy with the way this come out. The lines, I know the light's not too good in here, but the lines are just absolutely beautiful, and I think they're really going to stand out once I probably get 4 or 5, maybe 6 more coats on there. So I'm really happy with the stock, even though I was a little concerned using the antique walnut. I didn't want it too dark, and I wanted to try the iron nitrate. I know if I just did the iron nitrate, the stock would have been a lot lighter, and I really didn't want just a light stock. I want a gun that actually looks like it's used, not sitting in a closet somewhere. This is the patch block, patch cover. You can see the lines in that. They're really pretty. This also has just 1 coat of oil on it. Another thing I did is I used this Jack's Brown brass, bronze, and copper darkener. This was real easy to do. You just pour that in a plastic tub, and you can see they're not nice, bright, and shiny. They actually look like they've been around for a while. That's the ramrod pipes. So this was real easy to do. It took me about 10 minutes at the most. Wiped them down, took steel wool to them, and yeah, they're ready to go. I'm happy with them. So like I say, I'm going to put some oil on here. Oh, and one more thing, the oil that I use, or the oil that I'm using, is this True Coat gunstock finish. And I'm really happy with that. This says to actually put 1 coat on it for once per day for a week, and then come back once a month. I'm not so sure I'll come back once every month, but I do plan on seeing as I put the coats on, I'll get it looking the way that I want. So, but thus far, man, this has been really easy. I can't believe I haven't really run into any hiccups. Everything's just falling into place. One thing that I do have to do is, let's see if I can find it. Here it is. I'm going to be stuck on my lock itself for a while. Somewhere around here I've got a mainspring vise, and I've looked and looked and looked and I cannot find it. So I think I'm going to finish the rifle, put it all the way back together, or put it back together, get it sighted in, and if I can't find that mainspring vise, I'm going to have to get me another one. So this will kind of look out of place if I don't find that vise. And one more thing that I have to do, I need to do some more filing on the butt plate. You can see the machine marks on there. I'm going to try to get those filed out. So that's going to take a little bit of time, but it shouldn't take long. Alright, that's all for now. And we'll see you next time. Well, I figured I'd do an end video for my Kibler Woods Runner build. I've had it done now for about 2 months. Had some grandkids come in, so shooting kind of got put by the wayside for a while. But this thing's real easy to put together. I didn't have any issues. Very little fitting that I had to do. As far as shooting, at 25 yards, I got a 5-shot hole. At 50, pretty much the same thing. It opened up just a little bit with 80 grains of Swiss 3F. Rifle's real accurate. Only issue that I'm having, really hard for me to concentrate on that front sight. I think I'm going to go with Jim Kibler's got a taller rear sight you can put on, and I think I'm going to try that. If anybody's tried that, let me know how it worked. With my glasses on or off, I have a heck of a time seeing that front sight. But the rifle come out exactly the way I wanted it to come out. I wanted it to look like it was an old rifle, but well taken care of. I think that's what I ended up with. It rides good in the hand. This is going to be one heck of a nice deer rifle come deer season. The only thing that I haven't done on here is I'm trying something different on the lock. What I do is when I clean the barrel, I oil up the my cleaning rag, and then I just wipe this down, and it's starting to turn on me. I come across that somewhere. I think somebody else did it with their lock that I happened to see. I thought, I'm going to try that before I do anything else. If that don't work, then I'll take it apart and maybe fire blue it or something. But if you're sitting on the fence and putting together one of these rifles, I don't think you can go wrong. They're nice, handy rifles, easy to put together. Jim Kibler's got a heck of a videos on putting these together. If you get a little frustrated, just walk away for a while and come back. I probably got about maybe wait at 30 hours in this. I just took my time. Sometimes I'd spend 3 or 4 hours. Other times I'd spend 15 minutes and then just walk away. But like I said, I'm real happy with this. Happy enough, I'm probably going to get another one, not this model, and put another one together maybe this winter. So this is what I ended up with. I'm very happy with it. Wood looks good. And like I said, if you're sitting on the fence, I don't think you can go wrong for the price. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you down the trail.